To West Africa now. It is 4 years since Islamist militants were driven out of Mali's Konna Town. Despite relative peace, residents are still recovering, albeit with bitter memories. Rebels had taken over large swaths of northern Mali in 2012 before the French military intervened in January 2013.
Over 4 years ago, Konna Town was in the grip of Islamist militants. Evidence of their presence hangs on, despite the locals' quest to move on.
At a given moment, the soldiers left the schools, and because they had been using the schools for 6 months, the pupils' parents asked them to vacate the schools. So they took over here and the local government offices. The military was here and there. So when the jihadists came, they replaced the military, and that is why they ended up here. There are hangars over there, and that is where the French bombarded, and they also bombarded the government office.
The rebels, consisting of separatists and al-Qaeda-linked militants, had driven out Malian soldiers in the north of Mali. That is before the intervention of the French military, which helped drive them out. Evidence of a bitterly fought war still abound. This truck belonged to the jihadists. It was destroyed by a French airstrike. The war also came at a price for the French soldiers. Killed French soldiers immortalized by the statue of Damon Bautu, who was the first to fall. For the locals, life has never been so hard, and the memories of a rebel occupation and a liberalization battle so hard to forget.
To our great surprise, we heard the bombing. There was gunfire everywhere in town. Bullets hit our homes, families. That is how it went for 2 days. Things were really hot. On the Friday morning, things were over because the jihadists were pushed back. But in those 2 days of bombing, we lost everything.
As the French army descended onto the town to drive out the rebels, damage to the infrastructure was huge. Now that peace has returned, most residents are still struggling, and the intervention by aid agencies is helping them recover both psychologically and economically. One such agency is SOS Sahel, which has pledged 420 micro-projects for these residents. One such case is Aissata Dia, who is a beneficiary of SOS Sahel's intervention. An official from the organization is here to monitor her progress.
The crisis of 2012 had a massive impact on the economy of the northern regions, and much of the infrastructure was either damaged or destroyed. The social and economic fabric of the area was also affected by the effects of the crisis.
It is hoped that such projects will help the local community erase the bitter memories of the rebel occupation. Though it is 4 years since the last of the rebels were seen here, Mali continues to face security and food challenges in the northern regions. Last week, 8 Malian soldiers were killed in an ambush on a military convoy. Catherine Omwando, CGTN.